Hey guys, welcome to Personal Fitness for the fall semester. I just wanted to take an opportunity to walk you through the class and show you everything that you will need to know to access your information for the course. First off, this is the overview page for the Personal Fitness course. You'll see that this is where the announcement area is. That's really important because as we go through, there will be a couple announcements that we'll make throughout the course, or when a unit is starting, when a unit is due. So it's good to kind of check that every day that you log in. You can see that the first announcement is when classes start, which is on Monday, August 5th. If you scroll over here, you can see that we have a little welcome for you, and then also how to get in touch with your teacher. So you can do it through It's Learning Messenger, which is up here to the right, or you can email, and here is my email address right here. So this is a good page to kind of check every day whenever you log in initially. There may not be announcements, but it's just good to check to see if there's any. If you go over here to the right, you'll see the plans area. This is where your planner will be for the semester. This is one way to access some of your resources, and then the other area is through the resource tab. So in the planner, you'll see that there is the lesson and then the date of that unit, and then also the description of what's going on. So for example, Unit 1 is just kind of a brief overview of the course. It doesn't have a lot of health content. It's more of a getting to know you, and then also walking you through of how everything functions. In the homework area, there'll be a table in here where it will show due dates. As you can see, most everything has the same due date, which is August 16th for Unit 1, except for the opening discussion and introduction, and we just want that to be done on the first week of the unit so that other people can comment and respond to anything that you have to say. So as we go back over here, I'm actually going to show you a learning path in Student View. So when we go to the resource area, you're going to go to Unit 1 Learning Pathway. There will be, as each unit opens throughout the semester, they will all be listed here. The units won't close ever. They'll just be new ones that open. So for example, on August 19th, Unit 2 will open up. So for a learning pathway, it's just a really great way to organize all of your assignments for that unit. So I'm going to hit start for the learning pathway. And the very first thing of every learning pathway is going to be a welcome that has announcements, and then it has a to-do. So it's going to give you that same table with dates and all that good information. So you can see this was a view only. So it went ahead and opened my next part of my learning pathway. The other thing that's in just Unit 1 is the calendar for the fall semester. So I'm going to open this up and just briefly go over it with you. You can kind of take your time and go through it. Because as you can see, units open up on Mondays. It is open for almost 2 full weeks until the following Friday. And then that's the due date. Starting on that 17th is when they are late after that. And so you can see then that following Monday is when Unit 2 opens, and then it closes on for almost 2 weeks Friday. So you can kind of go through here and see when everything opens up. Fall break is the last day in September and the first week in October. And then I'm going to scroll down here into November. The last week before Thanksgiving break is a catch-up week where you can turn in any missing work. I'm going to go over the late policy here in a minute, but all work for units 1 through 7 need to be turned in by November 22nd at the latest. So any missing or late work needs to be turned in by this Friday, November 22nd. Then you're going to have Thanksgiving break. And then after Thanksgiving break is when your final exam will open, and it's going to run for 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks, 2 days short of 2 weeks, and it will be due on December 13th. So your final exam is due on this December 13th. So I'm going to go back to It's Learning. And you can see that Next Step has opened up in the learning pathway. All this is a late policy acceptance, and there's really only 2 things with the late policy. Discussion posts will not be accepted late, and all other work after the assigned due date, if you turn it in, will incur a 20-point deduction if turned in late. So for example, that first due date for Unit 1 is August 16th. On August 17th, it will have the 20-point deduction, or any day after that will still be a 20-point deduction. All you're doing for this late policy is acknowledging that, yes, you have read it. So when you type this in, you're just going to type name. Notice whenever I hit submit for this, I've completed this task, and so it will open up the next one. One thing to note is that not every task, just because there's a strike through and a check mark, doesn't mean you're necessarily done with it. You have to make sure you submit it and complete it thoroughly. So now there is a Unit 1 Task 1, and this is just directions on how to post in a discussion board, and it will, I have a slideshow here and there's a video here. So you can see this one is a view only too. So once I have viewed both those videos and the slides, then I can move on to task 2. This is a quiz over what you just learned in task 1. All of your formative quizzes you'll be able to take multiple times until you get your desired grade. And so you just want to make sure that if you want a higher grade, you can take it over again. I'm not going to continue with the Unit 1 learning pathway because I'm going to let you do that on your own. But as you go through, it will open up all those tasks that you have for Unit 1. At any point, I can go back. So if I want to check the video in task 1, I can go back and watch that at any point. Or if I'm done for the day, I can close this out and resume just where I am the following day or the following couple days. So that's a good way to go back and stop at any point in that learning pathway. So that's about it for the learning pathway. You'll also see when this video is done that it will be posted in this resource area. So that's a great place to go back to and refer any information. There's nothing really that you need to know for the follow-up reports and the 360 reports, other than we have a 360 report on each student that shows us when they log in, how long they log in for, when they complete tasks, all that good stuff. So it's just a good FYI for you. The only other thing that you might need to know is you can get to your Google Drive right here, or you can do that through ClassLink. When you need to contact your teacher, or you can even contact other classmates, you can do it through the messenger right here, and you would just click on this and type in the name of who you need to send the message to and send it to them that way. Guys, that's about it. Please, 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 if you have any questions, message your teacher and continue. Let's have a great semester, continue to learn and to continue to grow, and hopefully you can get some exercising in for the semester. Have a great day, guys.